Savage. In 2013, the video game industry made more than twice what the film industry did. Gaming is ubiquitous. Whether you're a fan of the latest big budget shooters, or you like following what the latest indie developers are doing with their obscure games, or you're just playing casually on your phone or on Facebook, gaming is everywhere. Looking around at all the big budget games we have today, or the sheer variety of stuff we have to choose from, it's strange to think that this now great industry was once on its knees. By 1983, every man and their dog was making home video games. The market was flooded with different machines from hundreds of companies, and with no licensing restrictions, thousands of shovelware games appeared to support them. With no sort of quality control and no way for consumers to know which games and machines were good and which ones are bad, they just sort of gave up. A couple of high-profile commercial failures later, and seemingly overnight, the once booming video game industry crashed. From $3.7 billion at the start of 1983 to a drop in revenue of 97%, just $100 million at the start of 1985. For all intents and purposes, the game industry was dead. Retailers desperately tried to offload their massive stock of games at considerably marked down prices, and infamously, some companies even went as far as to bury their leftover cartridges in the desert. Globally, it wasn't all doom and gloom. The Japanese company Nintendo had had great success in their homeland with their machine, and so they set their sights on North America. By pitching their new machine to still wary retailers as an entertainment system and a toy rather than a video game machine, Nintendo were able to stealth their way onto store shelves. On October 18th, 1985, Nintendo launched their entertainment system, in limited numbers, to US stores. Launching with peripherals such as Rob the Robot and the NES Zapper, it captured the imagination of children and was a big hit that Christmas. They had strict rules on who could develop for them, the quality of the games, and they made sure that games with any sex or profanity in them didn't come out for their machine. It was a big hit with consumers. The Nintendo seal of quality was something that parents could trust. The NES would go on to sell 62 million units worldwide and reignite a dying industry, as well as paving the way for every console and machine we have now. Now there's loads of videos out there on the best games for the NES and things you might not know about the NES and that sort of thing. So for the 30th anniversary, I thought I would just film myself talking about my memories of the first time I played a Nintendo.
Okay, Dan, tell us about the first time you played a NES.
I remember it very well. I remember the first time we got a NES. I say we because it wasn't for me, it was a present for everyone. I was 5 years old, it was Christmas, and I'd opened up all my presents. I can't remember what the presents were, but probably something to do with Ninja Turtles or toy cars or something like that. And then my dad brings out this big box, and it's got a red ribbon around it, and a red bow, and a tag. And on the tag, it says, "To the Savage family, love from Santa Claus." And I remember that because that's weird, because in our house we always called him Father Christmas, but that tag definitely said Santa Claus. Anyway, I watched my dad unwrap this box, and there it is. It's a Nintendo Entertainment System with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and the light zapper, the gun, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I had no idea what it was, but I thought, okay, well, it comes with a gun, so that's pretty cool. So the first game we play is Super Mario Brothers, and I don't know if my parents knew what they were doing at the time, but like that's when my obsession with games started. That very moment, as soon as we pressed power on, and my dad pressed the start player one, and that opening riff, and the 8-bit colour graphics filled the screen. I was like, oh, holy shit, this is amazing. It's like a cartoon, but I can control the hero. What? That's amazing. And I was shitting, like really shit. Like that first little Goomba that shuffles in, like he must have killed me like 50, 100 times before I learned to jump over the fucking thing. And then it must have taken me about another 3 weeks before I could even beat the first level. and get down that flagpole, and then Mario walks down the pipe, and then there's a whole nother level which is just equally memorable with do 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 do. It's so good, so good. Like, and then I'd be stuck on that level for another 3 weeks. But like, it didn't matter. Like, I just had so much fun just playing the same 2 fucking levels over and over again. It just didn't matter. Like, I was totally addicted to it. Like before I got a Nintendo, like when it was bedtime, I didn't really care. It's like, oh, it's bedtime. Well, you know, whatever. I got nothing else to do. And then as soon as I got a Nintendo, it's like, Mum and Dad were like, okay, right, it's time to go to bed. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go to bed. Let me play more Nintendo, please. Please. I remember they would say, okay, Daniel, it's time to go to bed now. It's time for adults to be alone for adult time. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that means. And I remember I'd be laying in my bed, and then from downstairs I would hear, do 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 do. Ah, you bastards! They're playing Mario downstairs without me. Oh, at one time it must have been like 1 a.m, and my dad burst into my bedroom, and he was like, Dan, come downstairs quick. I was like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to sleep. He's like, come downstairs. I walked downstairs, and he's like paused them. He's playing Mario, and he's paused it on the bit where he's just got past King Koopa on like level 4, and he's managed to get the axe, and we've never seen this before, and like I'm looking at it, think, fuck, my dad's completed the game. He's fucking finished Mario. And then obviously he unpauses it, and you get the fucking thank you Mario, but our princess in another castle. And then it starts world 2-1. What? How big is this game? This is insane. And then a few months later, my sister's playing it, and my sister's really shit at it, and she's on level 2, and she somehow managed to get Mario stuck at the top of the level, like running along the top of the level. I'm like, don't know what the fuck have you done? You've broken the game. And she manages to keep walking, and then she drops into the warp zone. Warp zone. Oh man, what a game! Like so much to explore. Like way more than like any book or film I'd read or seen. Like warp zones, fucking vines that come out and take you to the clouds. Like, so much. Oh man, what a game! And like that was just the first game I played on the NES. Like there were so many more. Zelda, Metroid, Bomberman, Mega Man. Oh man, so many. But I didn't actually own that many games. Like games were expensive. Like big games now are like 40-50 quid. But like games were 40 and 50 quid back then, like 25 years ago. Like, so I only ever got games for one for my birthday and one for Christmas, and that was it. Like a lot of my games I'd get from like swapping, like on the playground. So like even like my friendships that I made as a small kid were started because of Nintendo. Like if you owned a Nintendo, like I want to be your friend. Like what games you got? Because I need to swap. Yeah. Well, have you got Castlevania? Then you just swap, and renting as well. Like renting was big because renting was so much cheaper than buying a game then. But like even now, and I think like my group of friends now. Like, not so much, like, NES, but just gaming in general. That was the reason we started talking and being friends in the first place. Yeah, the NES was great. I miss blowing into cartridges. And, you're not supposed to do that, you know. You're not, there's like a warning that says don't blow into them. But I think it, like, damages the pins. But it worked, didn't it? Like, it always worked. So, yeah, I miss the NES, and I miss those days. It was a great machine. I didn't have a great time at primary school. Like many kids, I was bullied, and being able to go home and escape to all these magical faraway places was a really beautiful thing for me. Life at home was sometimes great and sometimes not so great, but the NES was always a consistent part of my life and was always there for me. Nowadays I still play the NES from time to time. It's a real nostalgia trip for me to go back to a time when nothing else mattered, just rescuing a princess with my mum and dad. I guess really my parents are the ones to thank or blame for my obsession with games. Hello, Mum. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm making a video. The Nintendo has been out for 30 years this year, which is a long
Right.
time. And obviously, as a kid, I played a lot of Nintendo. And I just wanted to talk to you to see what you remember about it. Do you remember when we got the Nintendo?
Yeah, one Christmas. It was a family present. I
That's
can't remember what year it was, though.
uh,
A
I,
while ago.
I was 5, so it would have been 1991 or 1990.
Yeah, probably Christmas of 1990 then, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes, yeah. It's been out a while. So, do you remember what it was on the label?
What, on the thing to the Savage family?
Yeah, do you remember it? Yes,
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. But
Yeah.
for some, I remember it saying to the Savage family from Santa Claus,
Yeah.
and I always thought that was weird because we always called him Father Christmas.
Oh, right. I don't know why that happened then. I don't know what happened there. Probably done it when Dad was drunk or something. I don't know.
So like did I spend a lot of time as a kid playing Nintendo then?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we allowed you to.
when you allowed me to.
Yeah.
When was I not allowed to play?
Probably the mornings, supposedly, before you went to school.
Oh no, see, I used to get up before you got up to play
Yeah.
video games.
Sneaked in. And then probably after school for a couple of hours. Probably the weekend you played it longer. But
See,
yeah.
I remember you used to send me to bed, and then
Yeah.
I go on.
Yeah, go on.
No, you know what you're gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say, don't you?
Yeah, so then we could play it.
Yes.
And Mario.
Yeah, so you used to send me to bed so you could play.
Yeah. Did you hear us then playing it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I used to be able to hear the music from downstairs. But yeah, I remember. I never used to. You never used to buy me many games though, did you? Because they were quite expensive.
Yeah, they were expensive. I mean, they're probably the same price now as they was all them years ago, really.
Yeah. See. Mum knows her stuff. So what games do you remember from the Nintendo?
I think when we got it, it came with Duck Hunt and Mario.
That's Mario. Do you remember the theme tune to Mario?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I do, but I'm not singing it.
Go on, just give us one little
No.
bar.
No, I can't.
Do you remember the words from the cartoon show? Swing your. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that at all. No.
You don't remember the cartoon show? Swing
No.
your arms from side to side. No.
That at all.
Oh, okay, that's just me then.
It was Luigi in it as well, wasn't it? Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, that's right. Luigi was his brother.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember them.
So do you remember any other games that I wanted or used to play?
I think Donkey Kong was one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah. I used to play Donkey Kong. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Uh,
there was one. It was a boy in a green tunic.
that Zelda was the other one.
Yeah, that's it. So you do remember it quite well
Yeah,
then.
you got a gold one, didn't you? I think you got a gold.
That gold cartridge, Zelda.
Yeah,
that's
special. I
right.
think it was a special edition. It was obviously a special edition one.
It was.
Can't
I still have it somewhere. I still have that. I still have that somewhere. My
yeah,
gold
you wouldn't let
Zelda.
us get rid of it, would you? So
So I remember, so obviously when I got the Nintendo, I was 5. I didn't even know what it was when we got it. So obviously I never asked for one, and like you say, it was a present for everyone. It wasn't just
Yeah.
us. So why did you? What made you get one? Like,
I think it was really something Dad wanted. I think Dad.
oh, Dad wanted it.
Yeah. So the way to do it was do it to all of us as a present. I think
I
probably
see.
someone from work had it, or someone said to him, like, this is a good thing to buy. So
It was a good
that's why I
thing.
got it.
It was a good thing to buy because I still play it now. So
Not like the Betamax, anyway.
no, that did not last at all. No. Well, I still play games to this day, and like I was talking to other people, and like all the friends that I've made over the years, games have been the reason that we started talking and have started hanging out. So it's been a massive influence on my life, and you and Dad are probably the ones to thank for that, I suppose. So thanks very much. It's a good choice.
We got something right then.
Was that a sneeze?
Bless you. Bless me.
Bless you. All right. Thanks a lot, Mum. I appreciate
All right
you.
then.
All right. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.